closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful. What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Red means stop, green means go. This is the rule all little girls know.
Compromise? Is that why we came? Well, I say you should have to prove your property.
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
I went through basic with decent sort. Italians. Papa is Papa. You can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
He gets that from his father. No one from my side.
Power's
Ryan taking over Fontaine's business any different from, say, eminent domain? It's just the hand of government.
I don't have
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt.
All that
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Please, come in.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
Cohen sends those masks
open
out
my
in some
mouth.
kind of box.
Fear of what foolishness I tumble out.
Damn. Must be somewhere else.
Oh, what you? Oh, I would like so much to understand.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man, condemned to breathe the swampy air of the parasite.
You see all that in that little picture?
Yes, in fact. Now, did you...
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service.
Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
They're all gone.
Are you in the know? The Big Daddy may look imposing, but he's a gentle giant. Do you know all he does for Rapture? These metal jets are the hands that maintain Rapture, digging the foundation out of the seabed and guiding structural supports into place. Where do these metal mysteries come from? Sorry, chum, that's a Ryan Industries trade secret.
Best quit while you're ahead.
Rapture reminds us, the bottom of the ocean is our home, but it can also get dangerous places. Any leak is a bad sign. Report to the unexplained water fund.
Whatever that barber did to you, I hope he's retained a capable attorney.
Good day to you, sir.
You see that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the star treatment, pal? That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center Cabochon.
Gotta find that box.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring. Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields, did you think we wouldn't notice?
Nothing. Well,
The
only one
assurances
place
of
left.
a grave robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
Come into my shop and want this trash.
I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp. I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
It's done. The Great Chain guides all our efforts.
Dr. Steinman told me
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr. Ryle.
Oh, it's lovely. Isn't it lovely?
Yes.
Oh, music does something to me. Especially something in this vein.
Yes.
It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us
Where's he
exists.
hiding that box?
there you are, you son of a bitch.
That we never knew existed. Can you turn it up? Oh, it's so intoxicating. So powerful and masculine. Oh, yes, when feels the urge to surrender.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
Frank Fontaine. Now there was a straight shooter.
Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, dance, move! Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music! to the spirit of the eternal. No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick!
Please!
The stick!
Santa, for God's sake!
My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. There's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions? Yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to
Listen,
go.
Cole, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Not too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber? Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Stop!
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure.
Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know? I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison? Who moved my glasses?
I can change, Sugar. I can. Just give me a chance.
I want to go to Cohen's.
Lady, you should be ashamed! Here! Washed up!
Here! Ammo!
Turn my call! I don't...
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
Stay on the level and out.
Another burst pipe.
The store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications. More pressure, more burst pipes.
Welcome to the Circus of Value! No refund, no return!
Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Yeah, our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
Everyone calls me superstitious. I don't know. It feels good one way. It feels terrible anyway else.
Franklin.
Franklin! I heard you! Stop acting up! I forbid it!
He did not deserve that. You passed that?
Look up there.
Help me out with this lock?
Ready.
My candle shine, all that's yours is gonna be mine.
Folks always stare when they see.
She was a tomato looking for a squeeze. No one had ever filled up her diaries. She said, Sherry, I've waited long. Hope it's not too late for you to do me wrong. I wanna live.
It used to be such a thrill. Hear Ryan speak. Parasite this. And the exaltation of man, that. Sure, it could all get a bit of a bore. But the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
No half measures for you and I!
Linda. His family is taken care of.
Sweetheart!
No matter.
I made you a solid offer!
Got a joke.
You're doing it hurt. Get up. Get up.
Thanks.
You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
Totally heartless!
My eyes open for more. Can't find anything.
Remember!
I'll see what else I can find. In case you need it.
That's why I Nico time. Because I make my own decisions. Nico time brand cigarettes. Rational choice. Your choice.
That's all I have.
DeWitt! DeWitt, can you hear me?
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
I'll be down here. It's trouble.
You can't talk to me like that. Show me some respect.
Because bigger is better.
You think you can talk to me like that? I made you a solid offer.
Ammo! Take it! What's happened to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who will hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. Once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her Adam, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
Rapture's most beloved musical artist returns with Why Even Ask, his greatest album yet. Songs
of my first play, the herald said, "A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night." The Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of canceling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place? An artist once said, "All critics should be assassinated." I just might take him up on that.
Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
What's that now?
What kind of funny
Careful.
business is this?
Sorry.
Andrew Ryan asks you a simple question. Are you a man or a slave?
I've been on something of a hiatus. Very painful, I assure you. But you will be hardier for it. More highly evolved. Soon. Always are. I got this figured out.
Easy pickings. Bust that lock. Ain't nobody around. Ryan! You got me! What kind of self-reliant individual depends on state-run police force for safety? Safeguard your home.
Seems right up your alley.
Seems easy enough. It's done.
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumo tubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe store room. The code's 0928.
There'll be hell to keep your eye.
Gonorrhea, that's what you'll get. And there's no cure but the madhouse. They said I worry too much.
I'm looking for more. Mr. DeWitt, take a look.
You are irresponsible!
I should have used a reduction test, but I'm terrified of needles. Haven't you heard? Plasmids are now available in drinkable form. Drinkable? Go ahead. What will science think of next?
New Ryan Industries drinkable plasmids. All the pleasure, none of the pain.
It's locked.
Really? That little old lock. All yours.
I cleaned a bathroom. Did she even notice? It's my pie! Mine! That bathroom.
I'm a legend.
I can help you! Mr. DeWitt, catch! See what else I can find! Mr. DeWitt, splicers.
That fella nearby? How could you? How could you?